Hey everybody, we made it to Friday again, and another week just flew right by. I hope my prayer is that everyone makes it to church this weekend. You get with a local body of believers. You're sitting under the preaching of the word. You're changed. You're leaning in, right? Your ears inclined to instruction. Because when there's a lot of blessings when you accept the reproof of the Lord. I'm not saying the reproof of your pastor. Hopefully they're preaching from the word, so it's the Spirit that does the work. The Holy Ghost does the convicting. Um, that's it's a hard walk, right? It's a hard walk to always be um, peeling yourself back, but it's also the blessed walk too. It's also the blessed walk. It is currently 22 degrees. It's going to hang out right about there. Very low chance of precipitation until after midnight tonight, and then it's going to be snowing pretty much all night into tomorrow. So we have another little bit of snow coming. Up here where I'm at, it is forecasted for high winds again. There's a high wind warning. Um, so we'll see what that brings. The last time I do believe we had that 60-mile-an-hour winds, at least up at my house. I mean, it sounded like a hurricane outside. All right, so we're in a study. Proverb a day keeps the heart at bay. And we're on Proverbs 12. 12 on the 12. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but he who hates reproof says stupid. King James uses the word brutish, but then it has a little footnote, and on the footnote it says or stupid. So whoever loves discipline, and that doesn't just mean like loving the rod, right? Discipline isn't necessarily just spankings, but it's clear and consistent expectations, right? Clear and consistent expectations, and there's knowledge in that. So for me, like discipline, I put things in certain places. So because getting 5 kids out of the house in the morning, right? I'll forget things. So I have a certain order to things to not forget anything and to still be able to run smooth and help everybody get out of the house, right? And so that's a discipline, right? And guess what? You put it together and then you make it out of the house. Now, if one thing's off, I forget my lunchbox or I forget my drink, whatever it is. But when you get out of the house and you're 20 minutes away or 30 minutes away and you forget something, it's like, you gotta go without it, right? So, and when you don't do that, right, when you don't figure out those disciplines, figure out those things, and you're not changing, right, that's your reproof, and all right, so I messed up there, let me do this, tweak it a little bit, right, that's knowledge. But when you don't accept that reproof and you don't use discipline and you don't have knowledge, you're just going to keep forgetting things. You're going to be stupid. You're going to be stupid. I've been stupid a lot in my life, right? It took a lot of learning disciplines in reproof and tweaking things as I go, which I still have to do, right? I still have to do. Otherwise, I'm going to wind up stupid again. Or not again, but the stupidness is just going to be prevalent. You're going to see it. I'm going to see it. All right. A good man attains favor from the Lord, but a man of evil devices he condemns. Right. So there it is, right there. A good man, right? Somebody good in the heart, got the Holy Ghost in their heart, tries to do good. He obtains favor from the Lord. But a man of evil devices is condemned. I like this one. The wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous will stand. But the house of the righteous will stand. You see that in Jeremiah 51. He talks about that. Jeremiah 51. I'm not going to turn there. A man A man is commended according to his good sense, but one of a twisted mind is despised. So of a good sense, like being sensible, right? How wisdom, right? Sensible according to his wisdom, right? So really that sense is knowing where the edge is, knowing it's fear of the Lord. Okay, a good sense is a fear of the Lord. If you don't have fear of the Lord, you don't always have good sense. You're pushing over those lines, you're pushing over the boundary, you're crossing the edge, right? And when you cross the edge, or you have a twisted mind, you don't see things through the eyes of the Holy Ghost. You see it through the lies of your eyes. You see it through the lies of your eyes. Let's jump over a little bit. So first of all, this chapter 12, it's very bouncy. There's no like real clusters of verses that go together. It's a lot of heavy hitting one liners. So as you read this, these chapters are long and they're deep, they're rich. It takes a lot of toil, a lot of work, a lot of like just letting it impact you. An evil man is ensnared by the transgression of his lips. The things we talk about, Luke 6:45, he talks about out of the abundance of the mouth, the heart speaks. So listen, so an evil man, so if you have evil in your heart, you're going to be found out by what comes out of your mouth, right? You're going to be found out by what comes out of your mouth. And listen to this, but the righteous escapes from trouble. The righteous escapes from trouble, because the righteous in the heart is not going to be putting these things out of their mouth, right? That's how you escape from trouble. That 14, fruit, from the fruit of his mouth, a man is satisfied with good. All right, so back to the heart. So the fruit of the heart is what comes out of the mouth. And then it says you will be satisfied with good. You're going to be bringing good with you. Good's going to come towards you. When you speak good things, you put good onto others, right? If you're always speaking evil things, people are going to return that with evil. But if you're speaking good things to people and putting good things out there, good things come back, okay? Good things come back. So you'll be satisfied with good. And the work of a man's hand comes back to him. So that's the work of the man's hand comes back to him. That's the blessing of the curse, right? When man fell, right, God cursed Adam. In order to eat, he'd have to work the land. But guess what? You work the land and you are provided for, okay? You're provided for. So there is a blessing in the curse. What you put into it is what you get out of it. What you put into it is what you get out of it. The way of the fool is right in his own eyes, but the wise man listens to advice.